We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it's going to come from a house that I've never tried before. I actually came across this one at Marshall's today, and I think it's going to be a pretty cut and dry video because this is a dupe of another fragrance. It's very, very popular. I happen to love this DNA. You already know what it is because you saw the thumbnail, but I love the DNA, and I read a couple of reviews on Fragrantica, and people were saying it's fantastic and being slept on or a hidden gem. So I was like, okay. And for this price, $24.99 at Marshall's, I was like, I'm going to get it and I'm going to let you guys know if it's worth it because, you know, the one this is duping is like over $100, over $150 probably even double that actually. Now think about it. I'll put the price here. I just can't remember how much it's going for, but this one was $24.99. And I think I found this one on Amazon for just a few dollars more. Again, I'll click any affiliate links here. We'll even see if I like it. If I don't, there'll probably no links, guys. But, guys, it's going to be Delos from the house of Arif Perfumes. Have you guys heard of Arif Perfumes? Because I've never heard of them before. I did see this one was in their case. This wasn't one of the fragrances with the sticker of death on the bottom. Although I did find, and I probably already uploaded the short, maybe you guys saw it, but I did find a $16.99 fragrance. That was a dupe of Angel Share, which I thought was pretty good for $16.99. This one's just about 10 bucks more, maybe a little bit less. And it's 100 mil. And I was like, okay, guys, it's sealed up. It's got a nice presentation. I'd rather do a full video on this one and just do a short on that one, just because it's a little bit cheaper and, a little bit easier to check out in store without having to open it, guys. All right. So let's check out this presentation for Delos. Let me go ahead and get this out of the plastic and I'll show you guys the presentation. We do have a little outer sleeve here, just say Delos, and has a little bit of design here on the side. Some information on the back here. Here's the box. The box does have the same design on the side here on all sides. You can see the box does open from the top like so. And it's going to be just I thought it had maybe like a hinge on it, but it does not. It just says Arif on the inside there, if you can see that. And then we do have the inside of the box cut out for the bottle, guys. Here is the bottle for Delos, guys. Look at this thing. This is kind of an attractive bottle. We got a nice little clear bottle here with some grips on the side. I want to say the side of the bottle does resemble the side of that box just a little bit. It does have like sort of the same, I don't know if that's the same pattern or not, but it kind of looks like it does. But it definitely has a nice grip on the side. Kind of resembles ice a little bit. We do have a crown cap here, which is nice. Heavy metal cap. Look at that thing, guys. I don't know if that's zooming in for you guys there, but it's like a crown and that's metal, not cheap plastic. We do have some plastic on the inside, but that's heavy metal gold there, gold atomizer, and kind of like a light brown here. And it kind of goes down. Or maybe that's like a dark gray actually going down to a light brown here, guys. But all right, guys. So if you guys don't know already, this is supposed to be a dupe of Kilian's Angel Share, guys. And so I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of information about this fragrance, guys. So Delos from the house of Arif Perfumes, Arif, is a unisex oriental vanilla fragrance released in 2025. So just released this year, guys. And I'm not sure exactly who the nose is, although if it's supposed to be Angel Share, it's going to be Buenast La Puza. I think that's the name of the nose. Forgive me if I butchered that name. And this is an Eau de Parfum concentration, guys. Again, $24.99, 100 mil. This thing might be a steal if it's worth the price, guys. Because I want to say the original is like 70 mil, 75 mil, something like that. Maybe I could be wrong about that, guys. But all right, notes for this fragrance. In the top, we have cinnamon, cognac. In the mid, we have tonka bean and oak. And the base, round things off with vanilla, sandalwood, and praline. I want to say it's missing like an almond note from the original composition and one more note, guys. But again, people on Fragrantica were saying this stuff is amazing and it smells really, really good. Somebody said 1-for-1 clone. Somebody said 10 out of 10. I was like, all right, I'm sold. For that price, I'm going to grab it, do a quick video, and see what people think, guys. And it's really going to come down to the update. It's probably going to be cut and dry because we already know what it's supposed to be. My biggest thing I want to worry about is how close it smells, right? Because I did do the Paris Corner, the French Avenue, right? They had the bourbon or whatever it was called. And then I have the Dossier version, which is the oak and cognac or something like that. And that one right now is my favorite. I like them both, but the Dossier is really, really good, guys. So if this one beats that, this one's going to have to move to the top of the rankings, guys. All right. Enough chirping, enough chatting, enough yapping, guys. The best part is going to be the first impressions, guys. This will be my scent of the evening as well. Nice and cool outside. Probably like 40 degrees right now, so kind of cold actually. But clean hand, just out of the shower. Here we go. Okay, get a good amount of juice. Not a very heavy sprayer, but a good amount of juice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely sharp. Definitely going down the realm of an Angel Share. Yeah, a lot sharper than the previous two I just mentioned. This one has a bit of a. There's no honey in this, but there's something thick that reminds me a little bit of honey. So I think it might be the praline note. The praline note or something in this is very, very sharp, which I think is giving it that honey feel. I can see why people are saying this one is very strong, because if that honey or if that praline note, if that's what it is that prominent and sharp, that just tells me it's going to carry and it's going to stay and actually really project, because it's very, very prominent. Like it's that sharpness of that praline note is standing out. The oak is nice in this. The tonka bean's nice. It's a lot. It's very sweet and sharp. Which again does tell me it's going to in the realm of better performance. It's not as powdery and it's not as, I don't know if creamy is the right word. This one just seems like a very sharp version of Angel Share. But it's starting to get closer to there's a powdery note that I think that some people don't like about Angel Share. It's starting to finally peek its head, which tells me it is more of an authentic touch or take on Angel Share, because it's going in that powdery direction. But I will say right now, I can probably say, at least in the opening, that the opening is not a 1-for-1. It's close, but it's not a 1-for-1. And we'll see how the dry down goes. But right now, I'm not thinking this is going to be what they were saying. Like it smells good. Don't get me wrong. But just going off first impression, I'm going to say that the Kilian, obviously, is probably going to be higher quality because they're a better house. But this one seems to be going in a slightly bit different direction. But I could be wrong, guys. That's just the first few minutes, guys. And obviously, I can't waste all your time with just the opening, because I could be here for an hour going over this, guys. So I'm going to wear this fragrance tonight and over the next couple of days and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys, welcome back to my update for Delos from the house of Arif Perfumes. Guys, what can I say about this fragrance? Well, I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. Yes, this does remind me of Angel Share by Kilian. Is it the best dupe or clone that I've tried with that? No, it's not. Is it good? Yes, it is. It's just not exact. This has that opening with a bit of that boozy, spicy, almost has like a cherry note, right? I think that we all know that if you guys have tried Angel Share, there's no cherry in it, but it has like this cherry note in it that's very, very sharp, very, very strong. It's boozy. It's spicy from the cinnamon, sweet from the vanilla and the praline. This has that. The only difference I think with this one really is it has more oak in it, which I actually like. To my nose, the oak in this for some reason gives me like a cigar tobacco vibe, right? And it mixes with a little bit of that cherry note that Angel Share has, and so I get a bit of that. That's why it sort of takes this one in a slightly different direction. This one doesn't have that strong cherry note that I mentioned earlier that I really, really like. To me, that's what makes Angel Share, right? That to me, that's the really sharp DNA that I look for whenever I try these dupes, right? I compared this one to the other ones in my collection, which was the Dossier, and then I had the bourbon, I believe it was the Paris Corner, the French Avenue one that I had. I tried them all. I just decided to try them all three side by side. This one was the least of that cherry note. I gotta have that cherry note. Heck, I even think I posted a short about one that I found at Marshall's, right? $16.99. I can't remember the name of it, but that one had that sharp cherry note, and this one did not. Again, this is still good. It just has less of that sharp cherry note and more of the oak, which I really like about this fragrance. To me, I think if you maybe didn't like that part about Angel Share, you'd probably really like this one even more because it's more woody, slightly more masculine, if you will, because it just has like that really nice oak note that to my nose at some point smells like cedar, but it's just that oak note, guys. Longevity for this fragrance, 8 hours. Lasted 8 hours on my skin. Projection was good in the first few hours. it gets closer to the skin. I got wafts throughout the day at work. I wore this a few times throughout the day at work, and I would get wafts of it, and I would get that slight angel share cherry DNA, and then I would get closer and I would get that oak note, like I was mentioning a second ago. But it got closer to the skin around the 5th hour. I think that's around 4 or 5 hours. It got closer to the skin, still projected, but just not as strong as I was hoping that it would get. Maybe with a little time on the shelf, guys. I know a lot of you guys subscribe to that. It could be that as well. Seasons for this fragrance, you haven't guessed already. It's going to be fall, winter, early spring, cooler, colder months of the year. This has been a treat to wear right now because it's nice and cool outside. Occasions for this fragrance: date night, club fragrance. Again, this version might be a little bit not as loud as some other ones that I've tried, but I still think it's strong enough that you could probably wear this into the club. You'll probably get noticed. Evening out, guys, date night, just anything at night. Maybe even a suit and tie. This doesn't really scream because it's not super duper spicy and super masculine, but I do think that oak note does help it push it over the top. That makes it a little more masculine in my opinion. So I do think you can probably wear this one like a suit and tie, dress down. It's a very sexy fragrance, guys. I think you will get noticed wearing this one, especially at night, guys. Ages for this fragrance, probably going to say 25 and up, just a little different. Not going to say it's not crowd pleasing. Not going to say it's not, mainstream-ish, right? But I just do think that some younger noses aren't really used to this sort of DNA, and they may not like it. I'm not really sure. Maybe they probably think that the oak note's a little weird or too much cinnamon or something, guys. But I do think 25 and up would be a safe age range for this fragrance, guys. Overall, if you find this one at Marshall's, I think you should give it a chance. If you didn't like the original Angel Share, but you wanted maybe a little toned down version, maybe a little woodier version of it, if you will, then I think you should try Delos, guys. I happen to like that cherry note stronger, but to me, I think personally I can own those and keep this one because it sort of has the DNA. It has the Angel Share DNA, but just has more of a woody take to it, which I actually kind of like. Makes it different enough to me to keep both bottles, guys. But have you guys tried Delos from the house of Arif Perfumes? If you have, let me know your thoughts on this fragrance down in the comments below because I'd love to hear what you guys think about this one. $26.99, $24.99 at Marshall's. Not a bad price, guys, if you guys are fine for that much, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching my video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications for future first impressions videos, and first edit content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first edit photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.